Hi everyone, it's Kathy here from Delbello's Designs, and today I'm going to do my first card tutorial of 2024. So happy new year to you. This particular card I'm calling A Winter's Day in London Town, and it's all cardio stamps, and we've got the iconic telephone boxes and post boxes, and I grew up in London, so this is quite nostalgic for me to be creating this scene, and I hope you enjoy it. Right, so for this particular project, we're going to have Cardio Vintage Christmas, and we have the telephone box, the lamppost, the couple on the bench, and the tree. Christmas Scene 1, we're going to use the fencing with the trees, the mini trees, and those trees, the small reindeer, and the post box. And for Winter Trail, we're just going to use this person with a young child trailing behind. So let's get started. You're going to use, for inks, you're going to use Versafine Clair Nocturne, Glamorous, and Twilight. I have a few pens and pencils with me. I've got a yellow pastel pencil for doing a glow around the lamppost. I have a yellow watercolour pen for doing the actual inside of the phone box. I have a magenta colour pen that I sort of go over parts of the telephone box with to make it a bit more of an authentic colour. And I have a black pencil just in case something doesn't stamp well. I have a fine blending brush for doing the background with the Nocturne. Lastly, I have a Mono sand eraser just in case I need it, and glue. So I'm going to have a piece of card. The top part is going to be 5 inches square. The red backing is 5.5 inches square, and that will go onto a card once folded, measures 6 inches square. So let's get started. Stand that up there so I can see that. I'm going to start with the phone box and the post box in the Glamorous red. I've just got a little bit of ink on the side. Let's get a bit of wipe and wipe that off. Right, so I want this to be sort of down towards the bottom left of the card. Because the stamp sizes are different, let me just show you this one. So obviously that post box is huge. If you put that next to the telephone box, it would look out of proportion. So I'm trying to create some sort of distance. So the post box will go at the front on the bottom left. About there. Now once you've stamped in the red, I'd wipe it off straight away, because I find the coloured inks, if you don't do that straight away, the coloured inks actually stain the stamp. So now we're going to do the post box. Sorry, the phone box. So we want to do this one further back and over to the right. So we'll do that about here. Go again, wipe it off straight away. And next we'll have the lamppost. All the rest of the stamping will be in Nocturne now. The Twilight is actually for the background. So I'm just going to place that around about there. And now we're going to do a couple on the bench. This is a favourite stamp of mine. I use this one quite a lot. So I'm going to position that quite close to the lamppost. Okay. Now we're going to have the big tree. And that's going to be just to the left, about there. Oopsie. Right, we're going to do the small reindeer next. Use a smaller one for him. Oh, that was lucky. Like dropping toast and getting the butter side up. So he's going to be further back again because we want to create some sort of perspective. So he's going to be around about here. And then we're going to use a small set of trees with a fence. And we're going to have those. They've gone right up to the reindeer. So the perception is that fence carries on and goes down the hill on the other side, but we can't see that. So that will go there. And then we'll do the little mini trees across the top. So I want to do these so they sort of go up and down a bit. So, oh, I haven't got the right ones. Nope. These ones go here, above the lamppost. And then I'm going to actually just want a couple of those. Like that. Perfect. So I put the piece of paper there to cover the trees so that I didn't stamp over them, and then I just did 3 of the trees rather than 5. And now I'm going to do the little mini trees, which are tiny stamp. I'll try and do it so they go up and down in the background in the hills. So I'm going to start here, and then they can go up a bit, down a bit, up, down. There we go. Now, already I can see that some of those, let's just need a little, just a touch. That's it. And I've got ink on my hand and my finger, yep. I knew I had. Let's take that bit off. Right, so all we need to stamp now is the person with the small child. And they need to be around about here. Right, so that's all the stamping done. Don't need any more. Let's give that a quick wipe. Now we're going to do a bit of background. So I'm using the Versafine Clair Twilight, and I separate my brushes so that I have brushes for Versafine and brushes for Oxide, so they're all different. So I'm going to do it quite dark at the top. Blend. Great. And then the bit I've torn off, just going to use that to just do a little bit underneath the trees here. Slightly, very slightly. And then we just do a couple of banks of snow in the background. So I want that to be quite dark around here. And just do a bit around the edges. And I'll just again a couple of little banks of snow here. There we go. Colouring this a little bit to make it slightly darker red. I'm going to use the white pen. So I'll make that just a little bit wider. There we go. Now I'm just going to have a little bit of a glow around these lights. And there we have it. So I'm going to get my glue. And you could, if you wanted to, add a little bit of sparkle. I didn't on this particular one, but you could easily do some sparkle on the trees. Or right, let's stick this down. Over. Holding that in place with my finger before I let it go. That's it, down a bit. There we go. Quite a nice card for a winter, January, February birthday when the weather's not very good. A nice winter scene. So there's the original, and there's one we've just done now. So thank you so much for watching. And before you go, if you haven't joined our Facebook groups, please consider joining our 2 Facebook groups. We have Adele Bellows Designs Lounge for all products at Lavinia. And we also have Del Bellows a la carte lounge, where we do lots of things with cardio stamps, sweet poppy stamps, Nellie's Choice, etc. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.